Yo, what's up? My name's Christian. Thank you for clicking on this video. Check out my channel. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get into YouTube. Big basketball guy. You can follow me on Twitter at OJHoops, ODJ Hoops. I'm passionate about this topic. The topic is 12-5 upsets. Everyone loves to pick 12s over 5s. It's a great upset to pick, and historically it's been the best upset to pick. In the last 3 tournaments, 12 seeds have a 500 record against 5s. Last year, you have Atlantic 10 bid stealer Richmond taking down the red-hot Big Ten tournament champion Iowa Hawkeyes. And then Teddy Allen goes takeover mode for New Mexico State. That program has since imploded, but Allen goes for 37 in a win over UConn. Total star moment. But be careful. A lot of people get too cute with the 12-5 upsets. Last year, I'm hearing people say, oh, UAB is going to beat Houston. They got a really good guard. No, they're not. It's Houston. They're not going to lose. Year before, ooh, Winthrop. They got a cool logo. It's fun to say Winthrop. They got a couple good players. No. Villanova is going to beat Winthrop. Don't get too cute with it. It's a surefire way to lose points early and to fall down in your bracket pool. Nobody wants that to happen. I won't let that happen to you. You're going to want to get these 12-5s right. Obviously, what really matters in these pools is picking the champion, picking the Final Four right, but we're trying to get all the points we can. Can't be leaving points on the table. So don't get too cute and pick Charleston over San Diego State. Right now in ESPN Tournament Challenge, 32% of people are picking Charleston to win. 11% of people making brackets have the Cougars in their Sweet 16. The odds makers have set the line for this game at San Diego State -5. The Aztecs are -220 on the money line. Charleston is +180. Essentially, that means 68% of the time, Vegas thinks San Diego State wins this game, 32% Charleston wins this game. And essentially, the split on ESPN is congruent with the books. In this video, I'll be making the argument for why you should not fall for the hype, do not fall for simply looking at Charleston's record, and don't pick the Cougars to pull off this upset. No disrespect to College of Charleston. They had an awesome season, winning 30 games. Pat Kelsey does a fantastic job in year 1. They're on a 10-game win streak right now. They've only lost 3 games all year long. But the analytics suggest that they are overrated. The Cougars rank 73rd overall in KenPom. They place 70th in offensive efficiency and 75th in defensive. They go 9 deep. No player averages over 12.5 points a game. They got 5 guys averaging in double figures. They have 7 guys who have drilled 20 or more threes this year. They spread you out. They share the ball. But when I watch them, I'm just not that impressed or scared by them. I know they were good in non-conference, wins over Kent State and Virginia Tech, but I don't think people realize how bad the Colonial Athletic Charleston's conference really is. 26th best conference according to KenPom. 26th best conference in the nation. 7 teams in the Colonial finished the season with a record below 500. They don't have any future pros. They don't have any star players. And I don't know if they have anyone that when the going gets tough against this really good San Diego State team, who's going to step up and make a play. They've got some players, in Pat Robinson, Ryan Larson, Dalton Bowen, guys who have been through a lot. They're older to get to this spot, but nobody blows you away. What makes them great is the sum of their parts. That is the reason why they have 30 wins, not because of individual excellence. And sure, that can be attractive to say, oh, this is a team that just plays really well together, maximizes their skill set, knows each other, and they know how to win. Right? But do I think they can go beat a team as good as San Diego State, the Mountain West champions? No, I don't. They don't have anyone that can take over this game in a tough matchup against a team that's going to be defending them at a higher level than they've seen all year. I don't think they're going to be able to move the ball and cut and screen and do what they do offensively well nearly as easily as they have been accustomed to playing in the Colonial. I kind of view them as like a Walmart 2018 Loyola Chicago, right? Loyola Chicago didn't really have a star. They were just a balanced, sharp team that shared the ball, could shoot from deep, and were good defensively. But the reason I say Walmart, no offense to Walmart, if you guys want to sponsor this video, I'm cool with that. That Loyola team was 41st in KenPom entering the tournament. And that's a significant jump. That's a 30-plus spot jump. And let's not forget those Ramblers that made that amazing magical run to the Final Four. Needed a miracle to get out of round 1 to beat a Miami team missing Bruce Brown. I'm not taking away from Loyola's run. That team was awesome, right? But that's a very specific formula of a team that's not going to blow you away with talent. They're blowing you away with their togetherness and the power, the sum of the parts. Right? But I put Loyola here and Charleston here in terms of how good and talented those players are. And that Loyola team still needed a lot of things to go their way for that run to come to fruition, right? I think a lot of people are excited seeing Virginia and San Diego State, 2 not very sexy teams that no one really thinks are going to beat Alabama. So they're like, why not? Let me just put Charleston in my Sweet 16. So a bit about the Aztecs. If I'm going to write Charleston off, let me tell you why you should be confident in the other side. San Diego State is 14th in KenPom, which is they are underseeded as a 5. They're 10th defensively. They are elite defensively. They have tough, older shot creators in Matt Bradley, Darion Trammell. Bradley can hit some tough mid-range shots off the bounce. He's their kind of go-to guy at the end of games. Trammell can get hot from deep. You got another guard in Lamont Butler, a really solid player. He was first team all defense, Mountain West. Then you have size inside with Nathan Mensah, a 2-time Mountain West Defensive Player of the Year. Jaden Ledee is a great rebounder and finisher inside. Aguica Rope has been an Aztec for 5 years. Adam Seiko has been an Aztec for 5 years. This is an old team. They're deep. They play 9 guys as well, like Charleston. Nobody averages over 27 minutes a game. And I like this team a lot. And I'm very confident that watching this game, San Diego State is going to be getting better quality shots. They're going to be the ones getting looks around the basket. They're going to be the ones getting open looks from deep. And the other part of it, that's the cherry on top, is that the San Diego State team and head coach Brian Dutcher are due for some tournament fortune. In Brian Dutcher's tenure, the Aztecs have had some horrible luck. They lose on a game-winning shot as an 11 seed against Houston back in 2018. In 2020, they go 30-2. 30-2. Tournament gets canceled, COVID. In 2021, they run into a red-hot Syracuse team that drills 15 threes in that game. Just a bad matchup, a hot team that ended up making the Sweet 16 as a double-digit seed from the first 4. And last year, they're in control late against Creighton in the 8-9 game. They blow a 9-point lead in the final minutes and lose in overtime. This, to me, feels like the year San Diego State finally breaks through and becomes a second weekend team. At the end of the day, they have better players who played in a better league. They have similar strengths to Charleston as being old, as being balanced, as having depth, but the players are better. The players are better, and they've been here before. Even though they just won the Mountain West tournament and they're 27-6, this team is somehow still flying under the radar. I feel very confident about the Aztecs winning this one outright. I'm not going to tell you to smash the 5.5-point spread, but if I had to pick a side, obviously that's the side I'm picking here. Charleston has some size. I don't think San Diego State's going to totally just bully them, but Charleston is not winning this game without a lights-out shooting performance from deep and a very cold shooting performance from San Diego State. This game's at 3 p.m. on Thursday, right? Your perfect bracket could still be intact. You're not going to want this to be the game where you get too cute and pick the 30-win team to beat a really, really good San Diego State team, okay? So trust me, don't pick the upset here. There's better places to look for a 12-5 upset. We'll get to that in another video, maybe. More March Madness content is coming. I guess like and subscribe this. I've got like 4 subscribers right now. I don't expect to skim any views, but if it does, if you watched it this whole way, like, come on, just press the button. Who cares? See what happens. Yeah, thank me later. Go Aztecs. It's a lock. San Diego State wins this game. I promise you. I promise you. You come find me. I'll buy you a sandwich. If you find me and you show me in your YouTube history that you watched this entire video and San Diego State loses, I will buy you a sandwich.